So yesterday was my week to weigh in, and I woke up in the morning and I got ready to go and I stepped on the scale and I had what anyone would consider to be like a pretty big victory. I lost 2.8 pounds, almost 3 pounds, and I could not find it in me to feel happy about it. It was really weird. It was not an emotion I expected. I just kept thinking like, oh, that's it, which is so dumb. And I know it's dumb, but I just keep thinking about like where I want to be and how far I have to go. And really what it is that I am kind of taking on a pretty drastic lifestyle transformation. And it's really hard on me because all of these like negative things that I have happened in my life, even small things, right? Just like stress and lack of sleep and like just things that happen in your day-to-day life. I use food to cope with those things. And now that that is not an option, I'm finding that it's kind of hard to cope and like be like my positive sunny self, because I don't think in my entire life I've ever had to like learn legitimate healthy coping skills. And so yesterday when I stepped on the scale, it was like a big victory, but I just didn't feel it. And I don't know if any of you have ever had that happen where you get on the scale and it's like supposed to be this big moment and you've lost weight and you've been successful the whole week and then it's like, wah, wah. It just felt kind of anticlimactic, and I'm not even sure why, but I have a feeling that it is an emotional thing for me because I am accepting how far I have to go. Like, I can't do this for 2 weeks and then quit, because if I do, I'm going to end up right back where I started. And I feel like I'm the person that I was and the person who I want to be are not like separating easily. It's more like Velcro, just kind of being slowly pulled apart. And it's uncomfortable. That's the best way to say it. I am uncomfortable. And I'm a Velcro piece that's like trying to come apart. I'm trying to separate from these like unhealthy habits and these unhealthy coping like mechanisms. And it's difficult for me. I am constantly wanting to go back to a time when like I could eat whatever I want. And I like cannot stop thinking about sugar, like gross sugar. Like today in my mind, I legitimately thought to myself, like I was all stressed out because I had a whole bunch of stuff going on today. And in my mind, I was like, I just want, like if somebody showed up at my door right now with like a huge giant bowl of cotton candy, like that would be the best thing ever. That would be like the best moment of my life. And I know it's because I am addicted to sugar. My body's addicted to it. My mind is addicted to it. I have like emotional attachment to this because this is how I cope. And I know I'm going to get to the point where I get past this. It's just tricky because normally in the past when I get to this level of discomfort and I get to this point, like I quit. And I don't want to quit. I don't want to quit. I want to do this and I want to keep going because everything is all tied together for me. Like this lifestyle transformation, yes, it involves like being healthier in my body and my skin and like getting my body into shape, but it also is like getting my mind into shape and getting like my family into shape and my business into shape. And I just feel like all of these things are tied together, but the separation from like this person I don't want to be to this person I want to be just is not coming together as smoothly as I want it to be. And I know that people who are going through this know exactly what I'm talking about, because there is no way after just 14 days that everyone's like, oh, cool, I totally transformed my life and my diet and I'm like feel super great now. Like there's some things that are really good about this, right? Like I do feel better and I do feel like I'm slowly getting more energy and I do feel less dependent on this like junk that I'm eating, right? And I love that. I love it. But it's just emotionally a little tricky for me. And that's where I'm at. So I did have a weigh-in. It was a win. By like every standard, by every measurable standard, it was a huge win. But I am working right now on getting right up here and looking at this in like through emotionally healthy eyes. And I want you to know I am dedicated to this. And please forgive me for this 2 weeks where I'm gonna like always be upset and always be stressed out and always like get emotional on camera because this is hard for me. I am a 35-year-old woman with no reasonable coping skills. Like, I don't have any. And it's a hard and sad realization that I have, at this point, this late in my life, I now have to develop these things in order to live and be the kind of person that I want to be. And I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on it. And I'm going to share that with you, all of these things that I'm doing to cope. Because I don't want you to quit either, right? And we're going to be in this together. I don't want you to quit either. And I want you to feel like you can talk about the uncomfortable parts, because it is uncomfortable. This doesn't happen overnight. It's not like every day I wake up and I'm like super stoked to eat my spinach salad. I'm not. But I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to do it because the end result is what I want. And I want it badly enough to keep going. And that is my week 2 weigh-in thoughts. Please, this week, send me your love. Send me your positive vibes. I need it.